Welcome back to the Big Ranch Show. Thank you for joining me. More Supreme Court rulings. This one came out yesterday, and I wasn't really able to put a video out on it. But yesterday, the Supreme Court rejected an attempt by a group of doctors to have the abortion pill mifepristone banned. They were trying to have it banned, especially from being able to get it through a telehealth organization. Now, several states, including like Louisiana, the entire South, Texas, Oklahoma, most of them ban the access to this pill through telehealth. But of course, um, I guess it depends where you are looking for your medication, right? But they rejected a lower court rulings that said that this should be allowed to continue, that they should be able to ban it nationwide. And the Supreme Court said no in a unanimous 9-0 ruling to reject this case and say that the lower courts need to, pump the brakes a little bit on sending these cases up to the, saying that these people have standing. Brett Kavanaugh, writing for the majority, stated that these people did not have standing because they were never harmed by this drug being available to women, and that they should kind of pump the brakes on these, as he referred to them, novel ideas on how to ban abortion. He said they should go through the legislative process if that's really what they want to do, if that's really what they're aiming for. Now, the problem is Brett Kavanaugh is one of the justices that made sure that Roe v. Wade was removed, which basically allowed people to continue laying siege to women's reproductive rights. And that's what's happening. So he says they don't have standing, that the court should pump the brakes. But guess what? You are one of the ones that caused the brakes to be taken off. Brett Kavanaugh, you were the liar. You swore you wouldn't touch Roe v. Wade, that it was a settled law of the land. Your exact words, Mr. Kavanaugh. You're a liar. You're a partisan hack. But you did get it right this time. But then you told these people, of course, to go, seek it out in Congress, right? But the fact is, these people had no standing, and that's the main reason the case was rejected, and they reversed the lower court rulings. The lower court rulings would have made a woman have to go to a physical doctor instead of being able to use telehealth, and no matter where they lived, no matter who they were. And that would have been problematic for a lot of women. 63% of abortions in this country are done through the use of medication. Now, we can sit here and discuss the, pro-abortion or anti-abortion stances, right? Pro-choice views, pro-life views. But honestly, I don't think pro-life views are all that pro-life. So I'm glad the court ruled in the way it did this time. Because if they were pro-life, they wouldn't be pushing for women to die because they have complicated pregnancies. Many states have banned abortion to the point that doctors are scared to even perform surgeries for women with ectopic pregnancy, which is just about 100% fatal, if not terminated and taken care of quickly. Not that this drug helps in that situation, but it does help women with a lot of other complications, or women that are just not there, at a point where a child is a good idea for them. And I'm sorry, people are like, "Oh, there's adoption." No. Have you seen the backlogs in adoption? Have you? They're massive. The numbers of people going out into the world at 18 years old because they've been stuck in an orphanage that have no family, no ties to anything, because people aren't adopting the children. So don't talk to me about how you're pro-life if you're not about providing welfare to poor mothers. If you're talking about, if you're like down in Texas, not wanting to enroll children onto the CHIPS program and delaying getting things done, getting the paperwork done, so your state keeps the CHIPS program to help poor children. Now, I will never support an idea of banning abortion or even limiting it, because I don't think people should tell other people how to live their lives. Now, you've got Republicans out there that are lying to you, that are telling you people are even trying to have abortions after birth. No, that's what we call murder, right? After you're born and breathing, and then you're killed, that's called murder. So that's not happening in any state in this country. It's just not. So this drug being the abortion pill being kept legal, I think is good for women in America. I believe that we need to do more, but this isn't the end of it. There's going to be more people bringing cases to the Supreme Court, to the lower courts, trying to get them to the Supreme Court, that are going to try to get the Supreme Court to ban this drug nationwide. Now, I don't think the Supreme Court is going to rule in that way. I don't think they're going to find anyone's going to have the standing really to ban the use of the drug, because, I mean, who are you to tell other people what they can and can't do? You know? Who are you or I to tell anybody what else they can do with their lives? That's not our job. Our job is to be supportive of people and love people, regardless of the choices they have to make in life. I've talked to a few women over the years that have had abortions. And yeah, some of them have regretted it. But that's their regret to live with, right? But many of them have also been very grateful that they had that was an option. I know many of these pro-lifers out there that are like that want to ban this thing, but then at the same time they want to act as if their wives are the most important things in their life. That if they lost them, their life would be over, right? That they wouldn't have they would have lost their most important person in their life. Yet they're pushing laws that does nothing but force them to lose their loved one in one of those situations. How about, instead of us waiting until it's something that we're dealing with, to have empathy and compassion? How about we understand that other people live lives that we don't, have gone through things that we haven't, and sometimes find themselves in situations where an abortion is the only option? So, good job, Supreme Court, on this ruling. Just be prepared. Just know that there are going to be more challenges to this drug and every other form of abortion They're going to be trying their best over the next few years, especially if Donald Trump wins, to completely ban abortion nationwide. That is the goal. It's in Project 2025. If you haven't read it, go find it, read it, because the goal is a complete end of all abortion in America, regardless of circumstance, regardless of reason or need. It's in Project 2025. And it's a scary thing, Project 2025 in and of itself. Anyhow, thanks for watching. I'll see you down the road.